work too hard. Be careful. Hey guys. Hey. Are you wearing flip-flops? It's cold out there. Hey. Yes, I can. Yes, I sure can. But right now we're just gonna do CD cardio, and then I can try and help you guys the best that I can. Okay. But I've been at work all day, so I'm truly sorry that I've not been able to respond to you guys because I got off work just a little bit early, and then I was honestly blessed by somebody, and I was able to go and get a few groceries. So I literally got off work, went straight to the grocery store, and then I am straight back here. But yeah, I think I'm really gonna love my new job. Pretty excited about it for real. But anyways, we are about to get started just in a moment, and all of that kind of stuff. Is the tree going to stay up for every season? No. Well, you see, like, my friend and I, we work quite a bit right now. So we have not taken down the Christmas tree here yet. So we actually discussed that today. We'll be taking the Christmas tree down probably this weekend or sometime. We don't know yet. But we just be working. Like, literally, my friend just left to go work again. Like, got off work at, 4 and just went to go work a second job. We're just trying to come up. So we're trying to help each other to the best of our abilities. But today was my first day. It was awesome. But anyways, if you guys don't know who I am, oh, that is awesome, Michelle. Congratulations. But anyways, if you all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. I am 32 years old, and I am from Central Kentucky. I started my weight loss journey back in May of 2021. When I started my weight loss journey, guys, I was at one point over 500 pounds. But a lot of you guys asked, like, what did I do? How did I do it? Like, et cetera, et cetera. So the way that I did it is I changed my lifestyle. I changed how I was eating. I started to incorporate more exercise into my routine and my lifestyle and things of that nature. And then I had gotten the Medicaid insurance in the state of Kentucky because of COVID. And I applied to have gastric sleeve surgery. I don't have this. I literally say that I've had gastric procedures literally every single time that I go live. I don't have that because I want people to know surgery is not the easy way out. You can think what you want. I don't mind, but I'm here to tell you right now, it is absolutely not the easy way out. Exercise, eating healthier within itself is not easy, okay? But anyways, I did get gastric sleeve surgery June 30th of 2021, and I continued to follow my surgeon's guidelines. I had lost roughly 200 pounds whenever I had, gotten a little injury in my left ankle, and I don't know who that is, so no. But anyways, I had ended up injuring my left ankle. And I was down, as I mentioned, around 200 pounds at the time. And what I did is I started to do research because with me not being able to process carbohydrates and do all of those kinds of things. Hey, Kayla. But anyways, with me not being able to break down carbohydrates the way that I need to and things of that nature, I went on ahead and started to research seated cardio and things of that nature because I knew that I wanted to accelerate my weight loss journey. Hey, girls. So if y'all remember me talking about somebody that I met on the airplane yesterday, Kayla is my girl, okay? So if you guys don't mind, she is on my Facebook platform right now. If y'all don't know, I stream on 3 platforms. I have Facebook, TikTok, YouTube is down here on the kitchen table. But anyways, welcome, Kayla, and I'm so glad that you're here. But anyways, this is what I do. All right, I do seated cardio, but I got injured, and after I injured my left ankle, that's when I started to do research. Now, I am a former collegiate athlete. I was a track and field athlete. I was a thrower. Your girl was never a runner, ever. You're welcome, honey. But what I did is I know how to do modified exercises. I can do a modified push-up. I can do modified burpees. I can do modified mountain climbers. I can do almost any exercise that generally would be overly strenuous and very difficult for us to complete at our heavier weights in a modified version. Because listen, I understand how difficult it is to exercise, especially when we're heavier, especially when we're first starting out. I get that. So what I'm super, super passionate about is showing you guys that there are modifications. There are ways that you guys can do this. And I'm going to be showing you guys different examples of what you can do in order to reap the benefits of this exercise. No, I'm not at my mom's, guys. I have a brand new job, and I'm staying closer to my job. I had my very first day at my new job today, and I'm literally down the road from my job. I'm staying with a friend because it is close to my job. Like, I'm literally 5 minutes from my job, my new job. I was approved for an apartment on Thursday, so I'm just going to the best of my ability to get everything done. I'm not going to be going over my sprays and stuff right now, guys. This is seated cardio time, okay? And I apologize for that, but we are focusing on working out. I'm not going to be doing any of that other kind of stuff right now. I've been at work all day, went to the grocery store, and now I'm here to do seated cardio. Like, I'm literally working all day and then coming home and working out with you guys. And then once I'm done working out, I'll take a shower, and then I'll get to responding to you guys as soon as I can. Like, I have to make a living because I don't have income currently, and I've not had income since before December 5th. So I'm doing everything that I can. So I can't stay on my cell phone when I'm at work. I think we all understand that. So I promise I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. But I'm just one person, and I promise I ain't forgot about you guys. But I've simply been working, and I can't be on my phone being training for a new job. It's not a very good look. So that's kind of where I'm at. But anyways, I am going to let you guys know what our routine is for tonight. And then I'm going to go on ahead and show you guys how to properly sit in your chair. Hey Ruth, hey Lizette. And then I'm also going to show you guys a modification, because what we do is we do intervals. We're going to have 14 exercises at 30 seconds apiece with a 10-second breather. In that 10-second breather, in round one, I'm going to show you guys all of the upcoming exercises, okay? So actually, on the way back from Colorado last night, I went on ahead and pre-planned all of our routine, because I literally work every day this week. So I'm not going to have time to sit down and do it. So I did it on the plane last night. But anyways, what we're going to start off with tonight is we have our reach and steps, out and ups, jump rope, battle rope, seated jog, seated jacks. We have obliques, back jacks, quick feet, chicken jack, knee slice or knee slam. And then we're going to move into a block jack, cross ankle tap, and then hip abductors. I will answer all of your all's questions when I'm done, because we've got to get into working out and all that kind of stuff, because I know at some point I want to go to bed. So I am going to go on ahead and show you guys how to properly sit in the seat. I'm also going to show you seated quick feet, because I understand, guys, if this is your first time working out and you haven't in some time, what's going to happen is more than likely there are times when we're doing new exercises that we cannot finish within that 30-second time frame. So all I ask is stay moving. Find a way to keep your heart rate elevated so that you can still reap the benefit of interval training, because that's what I do, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit this chair. When I do, I'm not going to be able to see what you guys are saying, and I apologize for that. But I do have some amazing moderators. I have some people that will step up, answer questions. I do go live every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys ever want to tune in, it's free of charge, okay? But let me hit this seat, and we're going to get started. But I'm going to bring you guys down so you guys can see, okay? So let's go. Hopefully you guys are, y'all are going to be able to see. Are we good? Are we ready? Yeah? We're ready? I think so. All right. Well, I'm going to make my way over here. Hey, Elizabeth, I miss you, sweetheart. But anyway, I'm going to just put that right there for right now. So what you're going to do when you're doing, I don't care necessarily what kind of, I'm going to lift y'all up so y'all can see more. So give me a second. Okay. So sorry. Actually, I'm not. I'm actually helping y'all, I guess, in a sense. We're going to lift this up. And I miss you. Baby, you already know what I'm on. Trust and believe. But anyways, what you're going to do is properly sit in your seat, obviously. So you're going to sit at the edge of your chair like this. Now, what I will say is if you need to use the back of your seat, that is perfectly fine. Because when I first started doing seated cardio, I had to rely on the back of my chair. So don't be upset if you feel like your core is not strong enough to keep you up. You can use the back of your seat, okay? But what you're going to do is try and sit at the edge of your chair, keeping your back off as much as you possibly can. And then you're also going to focus on keeping your core tight. And a lot of you guys are always like, Nataushia, how do I keep my core tight? Baby, have you ever taken a selfie and sucked your belly in to look skinny? I've done it. That's essentially what we're doing. We're sucking our belly button into our spine. But you can do that as long as you need to. But make sure you're still breathing. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Now, I am going to show you seated quick feet because if you can't finish one of the exercises that we have, I need you to stay moving. This is the easiest exercise I have. So what you can do is you can extend your arms out in front of you and do this little number right here, okay? This is seated quick feet. Super simple, super easy, but I understand maybe having your arms extended out in front of you is going to be a little too challenging for you, and that's okay. Simply work your way up to that, okay? But I'm also going to show you how to do this seated jog from the side so you have a visual understanding of what I mean by keep your back off the back of your chair and do this exercise. The first example of seated jog that I am going to show you is my advanced example, and then I'm going to show you the modified version. But please pay attention because it's very important that you do your feet the proper way, okay? So to do the seated jog, this is what it is. You're going to do this number right here, okay? So this is the seated jog. You've got your core tight, back off the back of your chair. You're going to swing your arms like you're really jogging, but you're not. And I love this because it gets your heart rate really going. But I understand that can be challenging right off, okay? So what I need you to do, pay attention to my feet and my arms. We're going to pump. The only part that is going to come up off the floor this time is the back of your heel, okay? So we're going to pump, 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 pump. See how you just tippy-toe it up? That's all you do. So that is your modified seated jog. We're about to get started. I hope you guys are ready because we are going to get nice, sweaty, and we're just going to have a good old time tonight, okay? Are we ready, guys? Hey, Angie. Hey, Desiree. Are you ready, guys? Yes. All right. Well, here we go. I want to face y'all. Hope y'all don't mind. I know you don't mind, but that's okay. Let's see. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go on ahead and throw this down here. Y'all might see me squinting and stuff like that because I'm not wearing my eyeglasses. Okay? But what we're going to do first is our reach and step. To do your reach and step, you're going to reach and step. Reach and step. But I understand coming from over 500 pounds, maybe stepping is a challenge for you starting out. So if it is, I need you to simply reach. Reach. All right? So you're going to choose whichever option best suits you and your skill level. And please go at your own pace. I've been doing this for over a year now. So you're going to see me and I will go quickly. I don't care if you do 2, 20, or 200 reps within this 30-second period. All I care about is you give me your best effort because we're all having to start somewhere, okay? Do your best. That's all you need to do. But let me go on ahead and pull up our timers. And we're going to get started, okay? So we have 30 seconds, reach and step, starting now. And I'm not wearing my shapewear tonight because your girl's been at work all day and I didn't feel like going through that process. But get it. Try and keep your core tight. I will say the quicker you try to move in these exercises, the more your heart rate is going to increase, babe. Let's go. That's it. Take your breather. So we have 10 seconds. Up next is going to be our out and up. You're going to start in the center. Out, in, up, down. So repeat that to yourself slowly, then get it down and speed it up, okay? We got 30 seconds, out and up, starting now. So remember, out, in, up, down, and repeat that. But you go at your own pace. You got it. But I know that seated cardio may look challenging. I know these exercises are challenging to learn. So don't freak out. I know you can do this. But right now, take that breather. Up next is going to be our jump rope. To do that, I have two options. I have option 1 or bounce on those tippy toes. Option 2, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and knock out jump rope. We got 30 seconds, starting now. Have fun with it if you want. But a lot of you guys asked if I enjoyed my first day or if I like my new job. Absolutely. I love it. It's going to be a lot of learning and a lot of training, but it's going to be so worth it. You got it. Look at you go. Take that breather. Up next is our battle ropes. What you're going to do, you're going to be at the edge of your seat, and battle rope is like this. All right? You're going to pick the pace that best suits you and your skill level, and just give me your best effort. All right? We have 30 seconds, starting now. Try to keep your core tight. And you guys continue to ask me if I'm at my mom's. No, I'm clearly not. I'm staying with a friend during the week because of my new job. I'm literally 5 minutes from my new job where I'm at right now, compared to an hour and 45 minutes. So there's that. Let's go. Take that breather. Up next is seated jog. So remember, that's this or pump, 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 pump. All right. It's time. We're going to knock that out. We got 30 seconds. Seated jog. Starting now, babe. Swing those arms. Keep that core tight. And baby, do this seated jog. I will say again, the quicker you try to move in these exercises, the more your heart rate's going to increase, which in turn, honey, is going to burn more calories. We're burning more calories, we're burning fat. There we go. Take that breather. Up next is our jacks. I have 3 examples. Please pay attention. Option 1, option 2, option 3. All right, so you choose one of those 3 options. We're going to knock it out for 30 seconds. Starting now. Go at your own pace. You got it. Woo! Good job. Perfect. Take that breather. Up next is going to be our obliques. You have option 1, option 2, option 3. Whatever works for you, okay? We have 30 seconds. One of those starting now. Try to keep your core tight. But welcome to seated cardio, y'all. Thank you for tuning in tonight. There we go. Perfect. Take your breather. Now up next is going to be our back jack. To do that, we have option 1, option 2, option 3. All right, so you're going to choose one of those. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, okay, regardless. We've got 30 seconds, back jack, starting now. But remember, I have those 3 examples, so you can either do this, or this, or this. Whatever works for you, all right? Perfect. Take that breather. Now, up next is going to be our quick feet. And again, quick feet looks like this. I'm so proud of you guys. Let me just tell you guys that. Because I know it's so hard sometimes. But let's knock this out. We got 30 seconds quick feet starting now. But I know how difficult it is to exercise. I know how hard it is sometimes just to find a routine that works for you. And you know what? Sometimes we want to go to the gym. But I know myself, when I was heavier, I dreaded it because I knew I would get made fun of. I knew I would struggle. I knew there were machines I would not fit in when I was over 500 pounds. But with this, you don't got to worry about nothing at all. Take a breather. Because the thing is, you do it in the comfort of your own home. But up next is going to be chicken jacks. We have option 1, option 2, option 3. No legs. You're going to choose one of those 3. We've got 30 seconds starting now. So remember, you have option 1, option 2, option 3. You pick. You got this. I know exercise is not easy, but I know if you want it bad enough, baby, no excuses. You will do your best. Because I remember when I was heavier, people used to tell me, "Oh, you're not doing that correctly. You're not gonna take your breather. You will take your breather." Next is our knee slice or slam. We have knee slice or knee slam. Okay, in case you struggle with raising your knee. But we're gonna knock that out. We have 30 seconds starting now. Okay. Whew. But I know that this is something anybody can do, okay? It's low impact. So if you want to start off with something before you hit a gym, this is always a good starting point too. Maybe you're just injured. This is still a great low impact option. Perfect. Take your breather. Up next is going to be our block jacks. To do a block jack, this is what it looks like. We have option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay? We're going to knock that out for 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's go. But I literally recall like trying to go to the gym before and not being able to fit into certain equipment because of my size. But one thing about city cardio is, baby, one, I ain't got nobody in this home looking at me, judging me for what I'm doing, except for y'all. But remember, you can do this, like this. Take your breather. Cross ankle tap. To do that, I have 3 options. We have option 1. If you can't get to the ankle, baby, you got a shin or a knee. Okay? So choose what best works for you. We're going to knock this out. We have 30 seconds starting now. But I really have came a long way in my opinion, but I have to certainly thank you guys. I really do. Because I know that losing weight is not easy at all. But I'm here to prove the world that it is worth it. You can do it. It takes time. It certainly takes effort. Take your breather. Next is our hip abductor. To do the hip abduction, this is what you're going to do. Edge of your seat, on your tippy toes, butterfly out, butterfly in, out, in. You're going to do this for 30 seconds. Make sure you squeeze your glutes, aka your booty cheeks, because that's what we're going to also work out in this exercise, okay? But we've got 30 seconds. Hip abduction, starting now. But I know that if I can do this, anybody can do this, because all we have to literally do is master this. We literally have every single skill that we need built within us already. We just sometimes have to dig deep and find it and pull it out and get to work. But I know that you can do this. It's going to take you some time. Take your breather. And it's going to take effort. But anything worth having is worth fighting for. And honey, you are worth fighting for. And I hope you realize that, okay? But what we're going to do right now is do our reaching steps. We have 30 seconds, starting now. But a lot of you guys continue to ask how I've lost all my weight. I'm going to go on ahead and do a little quick story time while we're working out tonight, okay? As I mentioned in the beginning, I started weighing over 500 pounds. Obviously, your girl ain't 500 pounds no more. I'm proud to say that. But what I started to do first is I started to take your breather. I started to exercise. I started to watch what I was eating, so I reduced my carbs. I reduced my sugars. Up next is going to be our out and ups. And I started to exercise a lot more. Started to drink more water and sugar-free beverage options. And I stayed away from high sugar and high carb type things. So our out and ups, we got 30 seconds, starting now. But after that, I had applied for gastric sleeve surgery. I had been denied 8 or 9 separate times. I had fought for years to get it. And I was finally approved because of COVID insurance in Kentucky, and I received my gastric sleeve June 30th, 2021. I followed my surgeon's guidelines, except for I started to walk and exercise before I was supposed to. Take your breather. Because what I did is I started to walk around where I was living at, where I was staying at. I would slowly do step-ups on my staircase because I was ready to change my life. I was tired of being overweight. I was tired of not being able to go to public settings. Do jump rope. We got 30 seconds of jump rope. Starting now. But I was tired of going into public places with friends or whatever, and I would have to ask sometimes for special seating because I was so big that if I went on the patio to sit with my friends at the time, I wouldn't fit into a normal patio chair because my body was so big. I would have to ask for a chair with no arms, so I automatically did not fit in, literally and figuratively. But guess what? Take your breather. But I simply started to make the changes that I needed. I wanted more. I wanted to do more with my life. I was able to take my first airplane ride after losing 150 pounds. Let's go on ahead and do our battle ropes. We've got 30 seconds, starting now. So I went on ahead and continued to incorporate all of these things after gastric sleeve surgery. I was down about 200 pounds. That's when I injured my left ankle. That's when I started to do research. Found out about seated cardio, and then I create every single one of our routines every day. They're all different, but they may contain similar or the same exercises. But it's always different. Take your breather. Because I know that we have to keep things spontaneous, or our body will certainly get adjusted and adapt to what it is that we do. So it won't work how it needs to. okay? So we're going to go on ahead and jog. We have 30 seconds of seated jog starting now. But I'm going to be real. Weight loss takes work. It is not always easy. It's not always rainbows and unicorns and confetti glitter. It's not. What people don't always show you in weight loss is the hard moments. I don't know who's sending me stars, but thank you so much. People don't always show those aspects. Let's take our breather. And that's something that I want to share because there were moments I literally, when I first came out, I was so down and so depressed and in such a dark place, like I felt like I was messing up because I didn't see my worth yet. Let's do seated jack. We have 30 seconds. Seated jacks starting now. But I had very down, depressed moments where I would be by myself at the nighttime crying because I was just going through it because I was so big and I was just miserable, to be honest. But I always had a smile on my face. I always did. I always loved to make other people laugh, no matter how much pain I was in, no matter how bad I felt. Seeing someone else happy makes me feel better. Take your breather. So that's kind of what I was doing, is I was, in a sense, in the beginning, I was living like trying to just find me and my happiness. Let's go on ahead and do our obliques. We have 30 seconds of obliques starting now. And it's not been easy, but I can say this much in going on this weight loss journey. I have learned, though I still struggle with it, that the scales will never, ever dictate my worth. The number that pops up will not take away or add to how worthy I am, nor will it you. You have always been worthy, and you will always be worthy because you are more than enough just the way that you are. Take your breather, okay? Woo! Y'all, I am burning up, let me tell you. So up next is that back jack, okay? We have 30 seconds. Back jack. Starting now. But I'm simply just here to share the world. You don't have to go to the gym necessarily to get a good workout. You really don't. And if you feel like seated cardio ain't a thing, baby, before you knock it, please try it. Okay? You got this. Woo! Keep putting in that work, because let me tell you something. Though it's going to get difficult, though it's going to get hard, take your breather. I'm here to tell you right now, you can do it. If I can lose over 275 pounds, baby, I know daggone well you can do it too. It's going to take work. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take you showing up on days you don't even want to show up. Okay? Let's go on ahead and do our quick feet. We've got 30 seconds of quick feet. Starting now, because I have had days where, like, literally I did not want to go to the gym. I did not want to work out. I was so down and out. I was just not okay. But I would persevere. I would push on. I would still do my little workout. And do you know what? I can say right now, wholeheartedly, there is not one workout that I have done that I ever regret. But I have many workouts that I have skipped or not done. Those are the ones that I regret. Take your breather. Because I know it's challenging. We got chicken jacks next. I know it's challenging to get up and exercise when we're overweight and trying to get healthy. Because we're tired, we're winded, our body hurts. Because we're not used to pushing ourselves and trying to get ourselves in shape. It's part of the journey, baby. But you're stronger than what you realize, okay? Let's do these chicken jacks. We have 30 seconds of chicken jacks. Starting. Now, babe, let's go. But I know for myself, the way that I did my first solid year, I journaled. I had a weight loss journal that I made for myself. I tracked everything I ate. I tracked even my thoughts, how I felt, everything. So I'm here to tell you, if you want it, you can do it. But you have to be willing to put in the work. Take your breather. And you have to be willing to make sacrifices as well. Okay? Up next is this knee slicer or knee slam. And I'll explain what I mean by sacrifices in just a second. Let's knock out our knee slicer or slam starting now. But what I mean by sacrifice is, let's say, for instance, you're at a family gathering. It's like a potluck. They have everything there. You've got fried chicken, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, cheesecake, all of my favorite things. Okay? But they also have salad. They have blueberries. They have all of the healthy little options. So you know what? Instead of having all those high carb, take your breather, all those high carb options, and instead of having an unhealthy meal, sometimes what we have to do in our weight loss journey is avoid those types of foods and fuel our body with healthier options so that we're able to efficiently hit our weight loss goals. And baby, I'm here to tell you, you can do it. And I believe in you. If no one else in this world ever tells you that they don't or do, I'm just here to tell you, you have a support system right here on this platform, okay? But let's knock out our block jacks. We have 30 seconds of our block jacks starting now. But I know that you're going to have people in your life that's going to be like, you know what? You're not going to amount to anything. You're not going to be able to lose weight because you've never been able to. But I'm here to tell you right now, baby, I believe in you. And I know for a fact you can do this. You really can. So don't doubt yourself no matter what anybody tries to fuel your mind with. Because you know what? Take your breather. They could simply be saying those negative things to you. Cross ankle tap is next. Because they're envious of the drive that you have to better yourself. So regardless of how they feel, continue to persevere. Continue to push on and show them, baby, you are stronger than what they could ever dream of being, okay? Because you are. You've been through a lot. You really have. But let's do these cross ankle taps. We have 30 seconds starting now. I know that we've all been through so many things that maybe we don't even feel like discussing. And then we go on our weight loss journey, and then we start losing weight. We start to feel better about ourselves. But you know what's crazy? Is even as we lose weight, people are going to start getting even more jealous, more envious of you. Because you know what? They want to lose weight too. But they're constantly saying, oh, I can't do that. I can't eat like that. Take your breather. I can't work out like that. Up next, hip abductor. Then we're going to start our third and final round. But when I tell you guys over and over, you got this, I know you do. Okay, let's knock out this hip abductor. We got 30 seconds starting now. And then we're going to be on our third and final round. So we're going to start off with our reach and step. So keep pushing. We're almost finished. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for sharing my content. Thank you guys so much for just being a blessing. Thank you for being understanding. Thank you for just being you. And I hope that you know you matter. Okay? Let's take our breather. Because I know a lot of times we have individuals in our life that will tear us down. They will try to bring us all the way down as low as they can. Because they don't want to see us happy. Because they're already not happy with themselves. And I'm here to tell you right now, babe, you don't deserve that negativity. You don't. You deserve the world because, baby, you are beyond enough the way you are. And if somebody cannot appreciate all you are, let's do the reaching steps, okay? But I'm here to tell you, People ain't going to appreciate you. People might want to use you. Reaching steps starting now. You will have people that want to use you and abuse you because they think you don't see your worth. So as we go on a weight loss journey together, baby, I'm all about empowering one another. I'm all about letting you know, no matter what, you're loved and you're enough. Because I know maybe you don't feel like you are. Because I remember I didn't feel like I was. Take your breather. Up next is our out and ups. But I'm sorry if you have people in your life that don't support you. Because I know how crappy that is. So our out and ups. Starting now. But I know that there's going to be people that we want to support us. But I'm here to tell you right now, there's going to be people that we want to that don't even give a darn about us. So you know what we need to do, which I'm taking my own advice. Love and appreciate who already does. Love and appreciate those who already see your worth and support you. And I'm not talking about finances. I'm talking emotional. Take your breather. Because this world is an absolutely ugly place. It is. But one thing that I have established, and I'm sure to make sure that we do, is my platforms, our platforms. Let's do jump rope, okay? We got 30 seconds of jump rope. Starting now. Okay? Woo! But I don't know. I just know what it feels like to feel like I don't matter, like I don't fit in, like I'm not enough. But I want to make sure our platform that we have created, the family that we have, is forever positive. I will not tolerate negativity. I won't. There's enough negative in this world. So if we pop on and have an hour of positive vibes and support and love one another, take your breather. That's what I'm on. Because I can go to the gas station and people still laugh at me and I've lost over 275 pounds. Because I look big sometimes. And that's okay. But I'm still busting my butt to lose this last 60 I want to lose. Let's do our battle ropes, baby. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. So when I tell you, your weight loss journey will not be always easy. I promise you right now, it is worth it. I do feel better. I'm not saying that I gained happiness because I lost weight. What I do know is I did become happier because I realized I really am a really good person. I am great, just like you are. But I allowed, take your breather, I have allowed my entire life for others to dictate how I feel about myself because of how they treat me and how I let them treat me because of how I allow them to treat me. Because I didn't respect or love myself enough to say, no, I deserve better. I deserve better than to be cheated on. I deserve better than for you not to call me and let me know where you are in my car. Or whatever your situation may be. Okay, let's do our jog. But we got 30 seconds. Seated jog. Starting now. But a lot of times, especially whenever I was heavier, I would start to kind of change who I was to try and make somebody love me. But this is my thing, and this is what I want to say. You should never, and I mean never, have to change who you are, how you believe, or how you live in order for somebody to truly love you. Because if you have to change how you are, baby, take a breather. They never loved you in the first place. And I hate to say that. That's been one of the absolute hardest pills for me to swallow. But what's even harder is continuing to tolerate something that you do not deserve. Okay? But let's do our jacks. We got 30 seconds, starting now. So if you're in a situation and you feel like you're not being respected, Maybe it might suck. Actually, it does. It does suck. And it will hurt. But I'm here to tell you right now, there are better things awaiting you if you get out of bad situations. God will bless you. Okay? But you got to be faithful. Take your breather. You have to be faithful. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. And I know the world's hard. I know the world has things that it offers us that pulls us in, and it just feels like so good. But I know myself, when I was living worldly, I would also feel super guilty. And baby, I'm here to tell you, if it wasn't for forgiveness and the grace of God, I don't know where I would be at sometimes. But what I do know is it is oblique time. We have 30 seconds of our obliques starting now. But you can do this. No matter what your story is, no matter what you're going through, know that it's temporary. Every single situation that we have to face and endure is a temporary situation most of the time, because if you look back 6 months ago, I bet you were in a situation you didn't think you were going to get out of, correct? Take your breather. I know I was. I know I never thought I would see a day where I would find a job like what I just found. Actually, God blessed me with this. I want to say it. God has blessed me so much since I removed myself from a toxic, narcissistic, unappreciative situation. Okay? Thank you for sending me gifts on TikTok. Let's do our back jack. We have 30 seconds of back jacks. Starting now. But I'm not a perfect person. But what I am is somebody who has been through heck and back, and I'm still pushing. I don't hide anything. But one thing I'm so passionate about is letting people know, you know what, you matter. You do, because we have so many people, whether it be family, situationships, supposed to be partners, whatever. We have people in our life that want to tear us down. Take your breather. But I'm here to build you up, because I know what it's like to feel like you have nobody. And baby, I'm here to tell you, you've got somebody. You've got us. This is a family that we have made. A beautiful family. Let's go on ahead and do our quick feet. We've got 30 seconds of quick feet. Starting now. But if you guys ever are going through anything, if you guys are ever having a hard night, I know the work now. I know that I'm going to be busy during the daytime a lot. Usually from 7 a.m. until probably 8:30 p.m., I'm going to be slammed with stuff and probably not able to respond how I would like. But I promise my inbox is open. I will eventually respond as soon as I can, because I know that I want everyone to know, take your breather, that if you need me, I am here. But I also know that there are so many amazing people on here that will step up and be a friend if you need somebody to. If you need prayer, if you just need somebody to talk to, baby, this platform is the bomb, okay? But let's do our chicken jacks, babe. We've got 30 seconds of our chicken jacks. Starting now. But baby, we're going to do this. And I love working out with you guys. But more than anything, I just want you to see that you are the best. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does to you, baby, you can do anything. No matter what anybody says. Okay? Take your breather. All right? Now, up next is going to be our knee slice or knee slam. We are almost done with our third and final round. Thank you so much for tuning in with the Seated Cardio Queen. Let's do our knee slice or slam. We got 30 seconds starting now. But if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. I am from Central Kentucky, and I have lost over 275 pounds since May 2021. I've not always done seated cardio, but I have for over the last year. Okay? So it does work. But I'm here to say, if you want to seriously take your breather, if you want to truly see your maximum results, you're going to have to change your eating habits. You're going to have to be a little more health conscious about what it is that you're fueling your body with. Because if you want to go and eat a Big Mac for lunch and dinner, you can. But your chances of losing weight is going to be a little more difficult, okay? But you've got to be willing to sacrifice sometimes. Let's do our block jacks, baby. We got 30 seconds of our block jacks. Starting now. And I'm not going to say you can't have a cheat moment. I'm not going to say that you can't have treats every now and then, because I do. This weekend, I ate some macaroni and cheese. I sure did. But you know what? Since January the 1st, since going low carb, low sugar, and protein, I'm hitting between 70 and 120 grams a day. Guys, I'm down 18 pounds right now. Take a breather. Since the 1st, guys, 18 pounds. Today's the 15th, correct? I lost 18 pounds in 15 days. Using my weight loss products, changing my lifestyle, which I'll explain the macros in a second. Cross ankle tap, 30 seconds, starting now. Let's go. But I allow myself between 60 to 100 grams of protein, no more than 120 grams. I do right at or around 50 grams of carbohydrates, and I stay around 28 grams of sugar. I drink a lot of protein shakes. I do occasionally eat meat now because protein shakes are expensive, and when you're broke, baby, you got to do what you got to do. Take your breather. But that's my macros. That's what I watch. I don't watch my calories. I don't watch my sodium. I don't care about that. I have literally never tracked my calories, my sodium, my cholesterol, none of that. The 3 things I mentioned is the 3 things that I have always tracked my entire journey. All right, let's do our hip abductors. We've got 30 seconds. Hip abduction. Starting now. But if you want this, you can go at your own pace. And I promise, if you feel like you're having to rely on the back of your chair a lot right now, if you stay consistent, you come and you work out with us every time that we do, or even on nights that I don't work out, you can still go find a live recording on my YouTube or my Facebook account and complete it. And I promise, you're going to see you get stronger. Take your breather. Catch your breath. But you're going to see that you're going to get stronger. Your core is going to get stronger. You're going to be able to come off the back of your chair, okay? But we are about to stretch. And I have mentioned this, and I'll mention it again. I know how it feels to be left out. I know how it feels to be excluded. So what I do in my city cardio routines that I provide free of charge to the world is I keep it all inclusive. Because this is my thing. I know some people have mobility issues. And I know because I have had so many of you guys reach out to me and be like, man, Nataushia, thank you so much for doing this. I'm confined to a wheelchair. I never knew that exercise could be possible for me, but I'm confined to a wheelchair. And because of you, I can exercise now. And let me tell you guys something. I cannot tell you all how much I appreciate seeing your messages, especially on the days that I'm feeling super low and super down. But what I'm about to start doing is I'm about to start screenshotting and making videos of all of the reasons why I continue to push on. Because there's days I don't feel like pushing on. There's days I want to crawl in a hole and cry because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm about to lose my car. Yes, I was approved for an apartment, but I'm having to bust my butt and try and make all this money between now and the 31st. And it's like, at the end of the day, I shouldn't stress because I know my God is a mighty God. And he's going to provide all of my needs. Yes, I don't know when it's coming. I don't know when all of the money is going to hit. I don't know how or where it's going to come from. But what I do know is if the Lord knows that this is what he sees that I need, he's going to make sure that I get it. He will make a way, because where there is a will, baby, there is a way. But what we're going to do is we are going to go on ahead and stretch. And as I mentioned, I keep this all inclusive. So we stay seated to stretch, okay? I am going to take a sippy sip because your girl has about talked and I have a little scratchy throat now. But I love my pre-workout. If you guys want my pre-workout, it is linked to my Linktree account, and it is my Exy Trim. Tonight, I'm only drinking berry, but I have berry and I have apple, and they are absolutely phenomenal. But we're going to go on ahead and stretch. We're going to stay in our seat. I need you guys to take your left arm, pull it across your body, okay? But we're going to do some arm stretches. Then we're going to do some leg stretches. Then I'm going to do a breathing exercise, and then I'm going to come up, chat with you guys for a second. Then I'm going to pop off, quickly take a shower, scarf something down to eat for dinner, and then I'll get to responding to you guys, okay? But open, cross over, cross out, cross under. Thank you guys so much for sharing my content. We're going to go on ahead and take our right arm and pull it across our body, okay? But I promise, if you want this, baby, this is the platform that you can be at, and you're going to be supported. You're going to be encouraged. Is it going to get tough sometimes? Absolutely. Are you going to have stalls? Absolutely. Are you going to have moments where you gain a little bit of weight? Absolutely. Are you going to have moments where you lose a crap ton of weight? Absolutely. Open those arms. Cross over. Cross out. Cross under. Now we're going to pull our left arm behind our head like this. But I remember when I was over 500 pounds and when I was very heavy, I couldn't reach my arm. So what I need you to do, if you want, interlock your hands like this, sweetheart, and pull it behind your head like so, okay? We're going to go on ahead and do that stretch. Let's go. Pick whichever one works for you, okay? So we're almost done. I am so proud of you. And if ain't nobody told you today, baby, you are loved. You are important. And honey, you matter. And I don't know what you're going through, but baby, you're going to be okay. I promise you're going to be okay. Just don't give up. Open your arms, though. Cross over. Cross out. Cross under. All right. We're going to take our right arm, do the exact same thing, pull it behind our head. But one thing that I will do every single day that we're on here is I'm going to remind you of how enough you are. I'm going to remind you of how much you're loved and how much you matter, because we have so many people that don't do that. They're going to be more quick to point out the fact, oh, you have a booger in your nose. Or first of all, open, cross over, cross out, cross under. What we're going to do now is I need you to keep your left leg flat, plant it on the floor, knee bent. You're going to extend your right leg out in front of you, toes facing the ceiling. We're going to walk our way down our right leg. I personally have lost enough weight. I can reach my toes. Thank you so much, guys, for sending me gifts and for also sending me stars. So what you're going to do is if you can go on ahead and pull your toe up, and that's going to simply really amplify the stretch in this right leg. But let's go ahead and walk our way down and stretch, all right? But I'll always encourage you guys, even on the days that I'm not okay, because when I encourage you guys, I'm also encouraging myself. Right now, I feel better than what I have in some time. But one thing that I can say, and I will explain it in just a moment, come up, right leg down on the floor, knee bent, left leg extended in front of us, toes facing the sky. We're going to walk our way down and stretch this side, okay? Let's go. But what I will say is lately, well, like over the weekend, I had a really, really, really bad nightmare. Like extremely, like really. I woke up when I was in Colorado and I literally went upstairs, made my coffee, and Richard was up. That's Teresa's husband. Come up for a second. All right, we're going to extend both legs out in front of us, which I'm not going to say what my nightmare was, but it involved my past and it was not good. Okay? But let's go on ahead and walk our way down. We're going to stretch both of our thighs right now. Well, both of our legs, okay? So we are going to walk our way down. Be careful because you can fall and hurt yourself, okay? So you go where you can handle it. But anyways, I had woke up and I had a really, really bad nightmare about my past and something that was potentially could happen to me. That would be, in a sense, life-threatening. That's all I'll say. Let's come up. You're going to spread your legs in a sec, and I'll show you this breathing exercise. But let me finish with this, and we'll finish our stretching. Because all we got to do now is a breathing exercise to kind of relax our body. But I had that nightmare, and I was talking to Richard, and then Teresa came out, and I was kind of explaining to her like what I was going through. And I don't know if you guys know what soul ties are, but I learned what a soul tie was. And I'm very grateful for Teresa and Richard. I'm very grateful for my entire family that I have out in Colorado. They're not family by biological blood, but through Jesus Christ, they are my family. And I love them more than I could ever even put into words. But one thing that I can say is they took the time to pray over me, literally head to toe yesterday before I left the airport. And I'm not trying to get emotional, I might, but I'm just being real. They literally prayed for me from head to toe. And when I tell you guys, when they prayed over me, when Richard and Teresa both did, before I got on my plane to fly back to Kentucky from Colorado, when I tell you I felt like a weight was lifted, like I feel a sense of relief. And like, even though the person or persons that I had these soul ties with, even though they still occasionally pop through my mind, I feel so much more relief, and I felt like a weight was lifted from me. And I feel a lot better. So when I say that I feel like God is seriously planting things across my life right now to ensure that I am getting what I need along the way, simply because I'm remaining faithful and true to Him and His Word. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect Christian. But I try my hardest to show that, you know what? His love is true. His love is pure. But more than anything, He is forgiving. And no matter what it is that we have done, no matter how many things we've done wrong in our past, He still knows what we've done and what we will do. Okay? But He is forgiving. And He is amazing. And He will love us no matter what, because He has an unconditional love for us, because we are His children. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do this breathing stretch, okay? We're going to inhale up, hold our breath right here, and then exhale down, okay? We're going to do 4 of these. You can control your breathing, but let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. But listen, when I tell you guys, oh, thank you. I don't know if you're still on here. But listen, guys, I know life is challenging sometimes. And I know that not everybody believes, but what I can say is I believe, because guess what? When I tell you I have witnessed God's faithfulness in this whole journey since I left my ex, I mean that. And if you're not a believer and you want to be, baby, you can always reach out and I will guide you in whatever way that I can. I'm fairly new in my walk again, but I'm okay with that. Because when I say God has provided for me in ways that I can't explain, like today, I literally didn't have like a means to go to the grocery store. But lo and behold, guess what? Somehow my accounts were blessed and I was able to go to the grocery store tonight. and get a few things that I needed. So when I say that when you're faithful and you show up and you stay consistent and you do what you need to do, He will ensure that if you are putting in the work, you're praying, you're reaching out, you're staying consistent, you're showing His love, you're doing whatever you can, He will absolutely meet and supply your needs, baby. God is real. I promise He is. And on this platform, it's a beautiful thing to witness because you guys are all a piece of Him, just like I'm a piece of y'all and y'all are a piece of me. But I love you guys. And if you feel like you ain't got somebody that loves you, baby, I don't just love you, but He loves you too, okay? But I am going to hop off of here. But I hope that you guys have a blessed and wonderful night. Thank you guys so, so, so much. I love you guys too. Thank you, Tanya. But I'm going to say bye to you too. You guys have a blessed night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. I'm coming, y'all. So give me a second.